The following video is satirical in nature and is mocking the conservatives embracing identity politics. If these types of videos trigger you in any way, please grab one of these for the butt hurt and avoid watching this video. Viewer discretion is advised.
Well, how y'all's doing? This here is Shaquita Jackson from Turning Point USA, and I am a black woman who's here to wake up the black community on behalf of Master Charlie Kirk. As a black conservative who is a black woman, it's up to black people like me to help get black folks off of the Democratic plantation. Because we're black. We black conservatives must save all of the black men's, the black women's, the black children, and even the beautiful black babies. Did I mention that I'm a black conservative? Now, I'm here to entice you good old black conservatives to join Master Charlie here at Turning Points USA, because we're going to wake up the black community. Okay, we're really not going to wake up the black community because they hate our guts and they don't listen to now a word we say. But we're going to pretend to wake up the black community so we can get these white folks' monies. Now, Master Charlie wants all you black conservatives to join his Negro team so people can stop calling him racist. Now, if you join us niggers here at Turning Point USA, Master Charlie's going to reward you kindly with a plate of his delicious butter biscuits. Honey, ain't nobody's butter biscuits better than Master Charlie's butter biscuits. They even better than your mama's biscuits. I ain't lying. Now look at how moist and buttery these biscuits is, and they taste. Oh my lordy, these biscuits taste so good it makes me want to buck dance in my chair. And that ain't all, child. Master Charlie Kirk is so good to us black conservatives that he's also going to give us a big plate of crispy fried chicken. Oh, Lordy, we are so blessed to have Master Charlie Kirk here at Turning Point USA to take good care of us Negroes. He is such a good white man. Now, I know what y'all be saying right now. Shaquita, how the hell are we gonna eat some delicious butter biscuits with crispy fried chicken and don't have nothing to wash it down with? Y'all better hush y'all mouth. Now, y'all know Master Charlie ain't gonna do us dirty like that. I says he's a good white man. Of course he gonna give us black conservatives something to wash it down with. So not only is Master Charlie gonna give us some yummy butter biscuits and crispy fried chicken, but he gonna top it off with a delicious bottle of grape drink. Yum! Now that's right there, some delicious grape drink. Woo, Master Charlie done outdid himself this time. It tastes so good, tastes like Master Charlie done stuck his foot in it. Literally.
That's right. Turning Point USA is now offering black conservatives Master Charlie's delicious grape drink packed with BCs.
Now these mean old pro-blacks talking about BC stands for bed wench Coon. Let them tell it, but I'm here to set the record straight. Cause BC stands for Black Conservatives here on Master Charlie's Plantation. And this here grape drink is full of BCs. So if you're a black conservative, come on over here to Turning Point USA and let's pretend to wake up the black community for these here white folks. And while you're here, come on over and get some of Master Charlie's delicious butter biscuits. Nobody feeds us the way Master Charlie do. Don't believe me? Ask these Negroes. I'm Shaquita Jackson, who's a black woman and a black conservative, here to pretend to wake up the black community on behalf of Master Charlie Kirk and Turning Point USA. Y'all come on over here and get some of these delicious butter biscuits and these white folks' monies.
If you're a black conservative who loves to patronize to white people by playing identity politics, then join Turning Point USA now. Plantation Master Charlie Kirk will reward you with a plate of butter biscuits, crispy fried chicken, and a bottle of delicious grape drink. Get it now while supplies last. I am so nervous. I am about to burn some major bridges today. Hey, Taters, how y'all doing? Hey. Today is bridge burning day. And I want you guys to be patient with me because everything I'm presenting to you in this live stream is going to... I had a limited time because I did it on the spur of the moment. I was so angry that the alt-right, white nationalists, the mega cult, and they are a cult, and all the racist white people, not all, we understand it's not all, but it's a majority, an overwhelming majority, and they're low IQ Negro slaves. And I'm about to point them out to you so you know who they are attacking me because I have my own thinking, my own thought process. I disagree and I refuse to follow the line that they drew for me. And I keep saying I'm independent. And I guess I have to prove that I'm no longer a conservative. I don't want to be referred to as a black conservative because I am, for some reason, white Republicans and white conservatives consider me their property. And I'm about to do something. This is why I'm so nervous. I'm about to give black people on the left and the center the ammunition to fight these racist ass people and their dog slaves when they keep coming after you talking about some get off the Democratic plantation. Please share this video when it's finished. Give me some time. It's going to do the presentation and then I'm going to let it process, and when it uploads, share it with the black community, share it with pro-blacks. They can use it. They can still call me a coon. I'm still going to be their coon. And I am a coon, okay? Fine. I'll be the coon. I'll be the coon, the bad witch, the man, all these things. I am these things, but I'm not a liar. And when I look at the blacks on the left, I look at you in envy because you get to be black. You get to be yourself. You get to say what you want, even if you disagree with each other. White liberals will never do to you what the white conservatives do to me. Hashtag not all. But every white person, and if you want to come for me, do it. I've been fighting you guys for 2 years now. Every white person who supports Candace Owens fits this narrative. Everyone, every last one of them. They're bigots. They have low expectations for blacks.
They're racist. They feel like that all blacks should think alike, dress alike. Do you know these people told me that I need to get a better weave because this one looks a little bit unkept? I'm still going to make the video, and I got lots of receipts to prove everything I'm saying. I can't even wear my natural hair. This is my hair. This is not a weave. I'm told that I sound like I'm from the jungle. I'm constantly called all kinds of names. And we'll get into that in a minute. But white liberals, regardless of how these racist white conservatives keep accusing them being on the plantation, I, as a right winger who's now independent, look at them and go, wow, at least they get to be black. Wow, at least they get to wear their natural hair. At least they can disagree with what's being done on the Democratic side, and white people don't call them derogatory names like gorilla, she-boon, African negress. There's a new one now. Congo monkey. So I have to burn this bridge so that we have documentation that I'm no longer a conservative. I'm independent now. And I'm going to put a plea out to the independents of all races, because I'm tired of identity politics. I'm so tired of it. To unite with me, let's talk, let's heal. I have to do some healing. And so walk with me down the path of how all of this came forth. Now, before I do that, guys, hold on. I got to set up everything. Everything was just so. Oh, let me see what the chat is doing. Sorry, guys, if the anonymous said, "Tree, I love you like it's my job. Stay strong, Queen." Thank you, whoever that was, who's anonymous. Mods, can you occasionally remind me to look at the Streamlabs donation? Okay, let's see. All right, so here we go. So where's the chat again? Sorry, guys. I am so like nervous right now. It's like I'm just okay. All right, here we go. Oh, Halsey, hey, that was you. Halsey, you have to stick in your name. You have to type in your name. It's not like Super Chat. You have to, thank you for, oh, that was Halsey who donated. Thank you so much for your donation, Halsey. You have to stick those names, you have to stick your name in when you do a Streamlabs donation. Okay, so let me explain what's going on. And we're going to start from the beginning, okay? Let the burning begin. Here we go. Wait a minute, who's this? I find it disappointing. Well, never mind. Oh, okay. Good job, Nestor. Good job. I was about to read the fuckery. And that's another thing. Black people, I want to see the black people who are not Republicans, not conservative. Do you see what's going on in the chat? Do you see how white people think they got the right? It's not all. That's the thing. I just got to be specific to say it's not all, but it's 90% of them. Okay, 85%. They feel like they own me. I just had some white person up here. Now they've been, you saw that, right? You saw that chat. You see? Did you see that? You saw that. I can't believe you are comparing. How dare you? You're just a Democrat. I'm not your fucking slave.
So let's just get ready for the nigger, for them to call me niggers and this. And this is how it is. I want blacks to see how we are really treated. I want you to see what the Republican plantation is really all about. You're about to see what the Republican plantation is really all about. The left and the right are both plantations. They don't give a fuck about us. But at least the blacks on the left can disagree with what the white liberals are doing, and you don't have white liberals coming in here to tell them what they want, what they should do. You don't have that. White people, all the fucking time. They're coming in here telling me what I need to say and how I need to say it, and I need to be like Candace. So just look at this. Just look. I want you to look. Just look at the chat. Yes, chat. Show it. Just look at them. Look at them. They think I'm their slave. But we'll get into it in a minute. All right. Thank you, Nestor. You did a good job. So let's start off with how this all got started. Okay. All right. This all got started. When I did I was talking to my taters, and I said, you know what, I don't believe that whites on average have higher IQs than blacks, because when I look at what both are doing, and when I argue with both on average, I can't tell the difference. Now, unfortunately, because I like Jared Taylor, I do. I respect him. I really like him. And I value the things he says. And we can have a nice discussion. And this is what I said. Okay? I need you to listen. This is what I said. I am very excited to have a particular conversation with you in reference to race and IQ, and I think you're the only one at the moment that can basically give me some insight to it. As we know, on average, based upon research and study, that the average IQ of blacks is 85, whites is 100, and then when you go on and on. But I only want to talk about blacks and whites, right?
Okay. All right.
A lot has happened. Oh my God, a lot has happened, Mr. Taylor, since our last discussion. And I have experienced some ignorance from whites that made me question the average IQ level of them.
Of whites.
Yeah, and let me explain the list, and I'm going to, of course, I never, disrespect you and interrupt you when you are explaining something to me, but I cannot wait. I'm salivating to your answer to this. So okay, it's a long list. I highly suggest you watch this video. But I'll give you the notes. Okay. Here's the thing. Black folks, when Ray carjacks somebody, pulls a gun on the police, and goes to jail, it's the white man's fault. It's white supremacy. And then I'll say, well, wait a minute, how did white supremacists make you take a gun, carjack somebody, and then fight the police? How did It's the system. It's the system. That's how they did it. It's the system. Then I talk to white folks. Okay. White man, virgin, 32 years old, still live with his mother, spends all day playing games. Then he gets in the chat room and talk about how it's the Jews. It's the Jews' fault. The Jews take over all the banks and the school system, and they teach us whites how to hate ourselves. That's why I'm living with my mama. And I'm still a virgin and no white woman wants me. It's the Jews' fault. What's the difference between the two? Huh? What's the difference between the two? White supremacy and the Jews. Then you just have idiocy. And then I say, wait a minute. Then I got white people telling me there's 76 genders. And I'm telling white people telling me that race is a social construct. And I got, and if you can't fight, if you can't express yourself, then you resort to fighting. And hello, Antifa. That's what Antifa does. And that's what a lot of the blue-haired feminists do. That's what a lot of these white people are doing. The same thing that blacks do when you can't have a dialogue. What you do? You go to blows. You start throwing them hands. What's the damn difference? Chat, what's the difference? What's the difference? So we had this conversation. And that's when I realized, yep, he explained it very well. And white people's need to self-sabotage or to kill themselves off or something like that. You got to watch the video. I got all this together. Is the reason why they do that. So in my opinion, it cancels it out to where, as far as I'm concerned, blacks and whites act. How can you have intellect? And I understand intelligence is just one of the components to how, your IQ score. Your IQ is just one of several components of what makes up your common sense or intelligence, something like that. How much you can actually survive in the world. Intelligence, it's like when I see the things that whites and blacks do, I can't tell the difference except the color of their skin. So we talked about. So anyway, just watch the video. There's no accountability for either race. White people, not all, blame the Jews. Black folks, not all, blame white folks. So all of a sudden, I get a huge bump in sub count. I mean, a huge bump. This channel is really not active, actually. And so I got 800 people subscribed to my channel from then on out. I'm like, oh my. And of course, what's going on? You don't understand. Hitler was a great person. You don't understand. The Jews are really the bad people, and the Jews this, and the white power this, and this and that. And I'm like, I am not an alt-right. I have done videos against these people. I have destroyed their emperor god, David Duke. I humiliated that Botox bastard on this channel. I'm like, why are you inbreds subscribing to my channel? I need you off. But I don't believe that everybody who's attacking me is just white nationalists. Oh, no. But I hate these people. And then they feel the need to try to recruit me. And so when they found an ally in Candace Owens, I said, here's my chance to get rid of these inbreds. Woo! Look, God damn, look at this fucking, what's Oh, wow. Look, are the inbreds mad? I see some saltiness in here with the Hitler lovers. So this is what happened, right? I did a video. Look at this. You see that? You see that? They bombed. They downvote bombed. And by the way, I'm okay with that. I am so okay with them thumbing down the video. But it, like I said, let me tell you who did it. Let me tell you who did it. It was the Hitler lovers, because when I started spewing out things like Hitler did a lot of things he did to not only the Jews, but the gypsies, the Poles, okay? He did a lot of stuff to anybody who was mentally disabled, physically disabled, if you was biracial, if he didn't consider you pure, blah, blah, blah. He was just killing everybody. And I was like, they just got angry that I talked about their Fuhrer. And they found Candace to be correct that he was making Germany great again. It was just that the Polish people interfered with them and Russia interfered with them. And then these dumbasses try to rewrite history about Jesse Owens. Let me tell you something about these inbred white nationalists, white supremacists. They're not the same. They're two different things. And all right. They like to take history and revise it. And they want to tell me that Jesse Owens was real close to Hitler. He came down from the Fuhrer, came down and shook Jesse's hand. If Hitler was racist, why would he shake the hand of a black man? Well, you're lying. Hitler never touched that brother. Here's the thing, and I hate to do a quick history lesson, but I'm just going to show you just how these people like to revise history. Hitler was killing a lot of Jews. He was killing a lot of people. He was just messing up people. But because the Olympics was held in Berlin, he had to spruce up the place. And therefore, he told all the German people to smile and to, no matter what color they was, wave to them, be extra, extra, extra friendly. And then he said, because what Hitler was going to do was from now on was going to allow only the Aryans and maybe the WASP to compete in future Olympic Games. No more Negroes and Africans and anybody else. But several blacks from America left there with gold medals. So anyway, what happened was, of course, he's keeping up with his little thing, and the Olympic person said, you can't, he told Hitler, you can't go down there and just shake hands with only the white people. You either shake hands with everyone or none at all. And Hitler chose none at all. Instead, he did a little wave. Hello, Negro. How you doing? I'd be glad when you go back to your country. And then once the Olympics was over with, it was back to business. Gassing here and lynching here. I'm not lynching, burning here, taking property here. Stealing here, medical experiment here, sterilizing here, baby factory there. All of that shit happened. But if you don't know history, they will sit up here and try to tell you. So all of that was in my, by the way, it's hidden. I don't show it yet. I will though. So I'm looking at this, and then I look at the regular, the non-white nationalists, just the cult members of MAGA, just telling me, you need to be like Candace. What Candace said wasn't wrong. You just jealous of Candace. What I need to be jealous of Candace for? She looked like a boy with makeup. So I'm reading all of this shit, right? And I'm like, oh my God. These white people are salty. And don't worry, I had a couple of their Negro slaves come after me too. Okay. You can't if white Republicans and conservatives choose a black leader, they expect all blacks on the conservative plantation to follow that leader. If you don't, they'll whip you. Yeah, I know this came from my domination days where I used to whip the alt-right. They'll give you one of these. They'll whip you. I am constantly told, you need to be more articulate like Candace. You need to be more respectable like Candace. You need to say talking points like Candace. And I'm like, why can't I be my own person? Because we need to get the blacks off the Democratic plantation. Black folks, listen to me. Don't buy that no more, okay? Sorry, I'm laughing at the chat. Listen. Why go whenever you hear whites and blacks say, get off the Democratic plantation? I need you to say why and come to yours. At least here I'm free. In the Republican plantation, you're not allowed to be black. Also, when they start going these talking points, because here's the thing, I have I'm not going to tell you. I'm just put it this way. I masquerade myself as a neutral, just a regular black who's against the Republican side, and I hear the talking points that they give me, and I just slam them down. One of the talking points they have is, we've done a lot, especially Trump, for the black community. Black unemployment is at its all-time low. Guess who else is at an all-time low? Neo-Nazis. Guess what? White supremacists unemployment is at an all-time low. So are pedophiles. So are murderers. So are rapists. See how identity politics works? You just listen. Unemployment is down for everybody, but you want to pick the good and go. See, black unemployment is down. Just pick the and it's true. It's true. If black unemployment is down and Hispanic unemployment is down, then white unemployment is also down. But they don't want to tell you about the whites because they want to pretend like they give a damn about you, and they don't. They just want your vote. They just want your vote. So, hold on. Hey, somebody get rid of max RPM. Get rid of that. Get rid of that racist ass inbred. Okay. So here's the thing. Oh, so let me tell you what the Republican plantation is. Okay. I think I just got into it too. I just got into it. So let me tell you what the Republican plantation is all about. And this is where I want you to share it with black community, anybody who, like I said, this is going to be Tales from a Coon, because I know how I'm independent. I done escaped. I ran away. I'm free. I'm truly free as an independent. I'm really free as an independent. I have escaped the Republican plantation. So listen to this. This is the Republican plantation. Okay. Blacks on the Republican side are not free. We must think the way white conservatives want us to think. We must talk the way they want us to talk. We must dress. You see the way I'm showing the coconuts? Oh, they hate that. You need to cover up. White people don't tell blacks on the left or the center what to wear. They don't tell them that. They tell me though. They tell me to get a better weave. They think this is a weave. They tell me to get a better weave. This one is unkept, even though this is my real hair. They tell me to cover up. They tell me to stop using profanity and to talk more articulate like Candace. Because see, Candace came from the white community. Candace grew up white. Candace grew up in a white gated community. Neighbors white, everything white. She doesn't know anything about black, but she wants to be picked as the black community. Oh, wait till you see some video footage I got. So then, the white people who follow me and the white people who I enjoy and love are the ones who didn't grow up privileged, are the ones who don't look at me as a color. They're like, listen, you can say what you want. They accept me for who I am. They accept me for the way I talk. They accept me for the way my hair is. They accept me for the way I dress, the way I behave, the way I don't tote the line that is drawn for me. But they are the small percentage, the grand majority. And if you want to know who they are, look at the people who support and follow Candace. These are your bigots. These are your racists who say, I as a black woman am not allowed to have individual thought. I am not allowed to think on my own. And if I go against any white person's, any white conservative's chosen leader who is black and who they have elected, not black people now. Black people never elected Candace. White people elected Candace. They are dictating to you and me who we should follow and who should be our savior because they're able to relate to her. She ain't nothing but a white girl with a fucking tan. She has a permanent tan. That's the reason why they can relate to her ass. And like I said, you never see no white liberals going a whole bunch of black liberals or pro-blacks or whatever and go in their chat room and call them all kind of names. Monkeys, she-booms, okay? Dirty, crust, cold, what is it? What is that? Oh, never mind. I ain't gonna ask. They call you all kind of coal. I think it's coal miner or something like that. I'm not sure. Angry niggers, whatever. Okay. Stop. I also one thing, and I've already got I'm gonna make a video of this. I already got the screenshot of it. Of someone said, you know what? You need to stop talking like a monkey. Blacks don't get this unless you're a conservative. I'm not a conservative no more. I'm independent. Okay. So you understand that we are not on the same team. Oh, here's the best part. I'm told to attack blacks. See, also, here's another thing on the Republican plantation. You're told to attack the blacks that whites don't like. I have been told to attack Roland Martin. I have been told to attack Phil from the Advice Show, Cynthia G, Tariq Nasheed, some brother named Polite, and Ghazi Kozo. I have been told, go sick them, go get those are bad blacks. And I go, no, that's not my fight. And they get angry with me. See, they also look at the white conservatives look at us as if we are their attack dogs, and the white conservatives look at us as if we should be their bullhorns to speak their talking points. And if you want to make a lot of fucking money on the Republican conservative plantation, you have to read off the conservative talking points and you'll make a lot of fucking money, baby. You'll make so much money. So much money. Look, and look. Hey, get rid of dang man, God. Come on. There we go. And this is another thing. And then they want to say, because I used to do domination, no sex, completely have your clothes on, and paid to beat people. That makes me a porn actress. They want to call me a porn actress. Oh, look at your Streamlabs. Thank you. Okay, thank you. Okay. Halsey, there goes Halsey Zion King. Oh my gosh, I got several donations. Sorry, guys. Okay. Cookie says, hey Tree, I'm a liberal as fuck, but I listen to your channel because you seem really genuine. Unlike Candace, I just wanted to say I'm proud of you for sticking to yourself. Thank you so much, Cookie. Artie says, keep being you. By the way, love your hair. Thank you, Artie. And Myra says, Tree, with that whip is a turn on. Totally not a masochist. Listen. I am not ashamed. I'm retired. I retired from domination in 2012. I'm not ashamed of this. You don't get to touch me unless I tell you to, which is to kiss my feet or to kiss my ass. And I get to beat you, slap you, degrade you, humiliate you, physically abuse you. And you just paid me $300 for that. I kept on my clothes. There was nothing sexual involved or nothing like that. And you know who was my best customers? Racist white men. I kid you not, the neo-Nazis, they were my best customers. That's why they hate me now. And they hated that I retired in 2012. I retired in 2012. They hated that. They want me to come back to beat their ass. They yearn for my domination. Okay, and Halsey Zion King says, check your text and Skype for a funny, stay strong African queen. Love you very much. Thank you so much, Halsey Zion King. My phone is way over there. Let me check my chat. I'm sorry, chat. I'm looking at the chat every now and then. Okay. I'm not ashamed that I've always, guys, taters, haven't I been always upfront from the giddy up? Ever since I've been on YouTube, I have always been upfront about my past. I'm not ashamed of that. Because people don't know me, they think, oh, well, the alt-right, this is what the alt-right was like, oh, we're going to get her now. And when they brought it out, everybody was like, we already know about this about Tree. We already know about this. Can't you just see in my demeanor that I'm very dominant? And nobody was surprised. Nobody was like, oh my God, Tree was a hardcore dominatrix. Oh my God. I can't believe it. No, this is their reaction. Tree is retired dominatrix? Oh shit, that makes sense. She's a bitch. Of course she was. Okay. But anyway, they tell me to go attack other blacks that talk about them. And I go, no, I'm not your attack dog. I'm not going to sit up here and start talking about, hey, black folks, did you know that the Democrats are the ones that created the KKK? Hey, black folks, hey, did you know that it was the Democrats that was supporting segregation? They talk about the stuff in the past, which is true. The Democrats did do all that. But guess what? David Duke is a fucking Republican. Paul Nehlen is a Republican. Everybody that was at Charlottesville is a Republican. They all on the right. They're all conservatives. They wear that fucking red mega hat, which I stopped wearing. Okay? Because when Kanye West put it on, I was like, done. When he's talking about that red hat made me feel like Superman. The red hat made me feel like Superman. And Trump is just looking at him like, okay. Okay. So I was like, oh, I'm never going to put that on my head. No more, I'm done. Me and white supremacists should not have the same taste in headwear. Me and white supremacists should not wear identical hats. Another thing about the Democratic Plantation is that I was told to stop fighting. Speaking of white supremacists, I was told to stop fighting them. Stop making videos against them. They're on our side. I need to focus my attention instead of going after the racist white people, the white supremacists on the Republican side or the conservative side. I need to stop fighting them because we're on the same team. Not anymore, baby. I'm independent. I need to go after the blacks over there on the Democratic plantation and bring them over here so we can get the vote. Listen, Trump's going to win. I don't know what y'all talking about. I mean, Trump's going to win re-election. And I will never regret supporting him, because if I had to choose between him and Hillary, you think I'm going to choose Hillary? Really? But I had no idea he was going to bring identity politics to the mix. I'm supposed to be looked at for my character. I'm supposed to be revered for my principles, my achievements, not my skin color. It's all about black, 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 black. Black this, black that, black this, black, 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 black. Was never like this all the time. So I have the videos I've done against white supremacists, the videos I've done and the debates I've had. I'm told to stop that because I could use that energy to go after the blacks on the Democratic side, or the pro-blacks, or the blacks that just hate Trump. I'm not allowed to do what I want to do. I'm not allowed to go after the people who really hate me. People really hate me for my skin color. What does that tell you when white conservatives tell me to stop attacking David Duke? Huh? Oh, and last thing. I'm constantly told to be like Candace. Why don't you be more like Candace? Why don't you dress more like Candace? Why don't you talk more like Candace? What you mean no conservatives and white supremacists wear the same hat? You mean to tell me that white conservatives and white supremacists don't wear the red mega hat? Are you that slow? Are you really David Duke? No, I didn't say David. Who? David Duke. Oh, you don't know who that is? Now, going back to Infinity Fuckster, you really going to sit up here and deny that? You're going to deny I have a presentation here, but if I have some time, I will go into the images and pull out white supremacists who have the mega hat on. Listen, if your butt hurt, just thumb down the video, boo. Thumbs it down. Just what you do. I got the butt hurt. I'm going to thumb down the video. No, it ain't about guilt by association. It's just that listen, I'm not talking to you white folks. I'm talking to black people. For the first time, I'm actually doing a stream dedicated towards them. Believe it or not. They think I'm a coon. They call me a mammy. They call me all this, and I don't care. I don't care. I'm like, all right, I'm going to be the coon. But I'm not lying to you. And it doesn't matter, no matter how bad I was treated by other white conservatives and their Negro slaves, it doesn't mean it's going to change my political stance. I am very far right. I still have a right-winger's mentality. That doesn't stop. That doesn't stop. I still have that mentality. I still have that ideology. I just don't want to be associated with the cult. So let's go on to the next thing here, because I got some really good stuff for you guys. Let me check this. Let me check the Streamlabs. Okay, there we go. Sorry, guys. I'm checking it now. So let me go over to the next thing here. Okay. So let me show you something. So here we have the Turning Point USA chain. Let me hide myself just temporarily, guys. So here you have Charlie Kirk. He Master Charlie. Please respect Charlie Kirk and talk to him like you're supposed to. It's disrespectful to not call Charlie Kirk Massa Charlie. Okay? Candace Owens is his right-hand woman and the overseer of the Republican conservative plantation is Brandon Tatum. Okay? I need you to remember how this chain works. So, this here right here is Master Charlie. Master Charlie is in his diapers. He looks so good in his little diapers. Oh, Master Charlie looks so cute in his diapers. So cute, Mr. Master Charlie. Okay. And of course, you know, when you are Mr. Master Charlie, you know, oh, this is not Sunny yet. Where's my, here we go. Sorry, guys. I got that. Because I got to talk about my girl Sunny, how they be treating her. We here do love them yummy butter biscuits. But you know what? Because I don't play along, because I don't do what Massa tell me to do, they've been putting sand in my butter biscuits and it's been giving that grinding taste. So now I'm just like, well, you know what? I'm going to just go to independent and just get what the hell I want. I'm just make my own biscuits. No more Master Charlie butter biscuits for me, baby. Okay. All right. So I want to talk about the blacks who are just who we are. Okay. I want to talk about Sunny. Sunny and I get along like peas and carrots. Sunny and I are actually similar. We use profanity. We don't talk articulately the way Candace does. We kind of hard. We're alpha. We're hard. We're loud. We're rough. We do this thing, but whites don't like that. That scares them. The racist white conservatives don't like that. Hold on. So let me show you something. Okay. Sunny and I don't agree on everything, but one thing is I do know for sure, Sunny does love the black community. She does care about the black community. She does give a damn. But she's too black. And I want to show you so you can see for yourself. What happens when you don't do what the white conservatives want you to do? I'm going to show you how they treat you, because showing you all the receipts of what they say to me, that's fine. But let's just see. These are her videos. This is what happens. These are her videos where she is talking here.
I get all of it.
That's just too black. She's too black. Why can't she talk like Candace? That's just too black. Why she can't do her hair like Candace? Why does she have to talk so much? Why does she have to use profanity? So let's look at the comment section. First of all, this is what they do. They downvote her shit. If you don't say what the white conservatives this is the Republican plantation. Take notes, black folks. This is the Republican plantation. This is the conservative plantation. This is how they treat. Well, I'm not there no more, but this is how they used to treat us, because I escaped. I'm free now. I'm free. I'm a free black woman. I'm independent. I got to keep saying that. But when I was on the Republican conservative plantation, this is what they would do to me. They will punish you. So look at this, like the dislike. Ain't that looks familiar? That looks familiar? Huh? This is what happened when black women don't tote the line that they want you to tote. So look at what this stuff they'll say. Killed America for, blah, blah, blah. Look, trash, low IQ woman. Rubbish. Okay? Get over it. No more podcasts. They want to take her podcast away. They actually send these racist white conservatives on the conservative plantation send
messages and tweets to Breitbart saying, we don't like Sunny, take her off. She's not like Candace. This is I was trying to, there's so many hate. I feel so bad that I'm like, this is not the worst of it, right? I was trying to see which one of these was the worst. And no, we're going to talk about that Negro in a minute. Look at this. Sunny equals ghetto crack whore. Hey, chat. Who called me a crack? Who called me a crackhead? Can you name the woman who called me a crackhead? There you go. Candace. See, privileged white and blacks. This is not just a race thing. This is a class thing. Privilege, and that's bad here on the Republican conservative plantation. If you grew up poor, and everybody can hear my voice and they can hear the way I talk and the way I act, they hear I came from poverty. I grew up poor in a very dangerous section of Washington, D.C. in Anacostia, D.C., Southeast D.C., Anacostia, Southeast D.C. I didn't have a good schooling like Candace did. I didn't have that. I didn't have that luxury. So therefore, to put me down, whites and blacks call us, those of us who came from humble beginnings, call us crackheads or crack whores. Okay? And look at this. She is so loud and angry. Don't play. Oh, this is an awesome one. Oh, look at this. Look at it. Look. Look at the racism. And that this person is called deplorable Kafer. Kafer is a fermented drink, I think. Anyway, Kafer, deplorable Kafer. She is loud and angry and don't play by the white man's rules. Shut up. They're very open about this. Blacks don't see this because we don't really put it on blast. That's why I was nervous, because I'm like, I'm about to put all this shit on blast, baby. I'm about to put all this shit on blast. I'm about to cleanse this shit from myself, and I'm just going to keep it moving. If you got a problem with me, thumb down the video, but also unsubscribe and get the fuck on. This is what they really think about us. Okay? So, Sunny, really, listen, I don't deal with the black community. I don't have the patience. Sunny loves the black community. She really does. And they treat her like shit. The white racists and also the Negro slaves, it's both of them, talk to her any kind of way on Twitter, harass her on YouTube, just really disrespect her because she's not like Candace. She don't talk like Candace. She don't have a weave like Candace. So we're not free. If you are black on the Republican plantation, you're not free here to be yourself. You have to do what Master tell you to do, or you'll get a whooping. So, all right. So what happens is, now we're going to get to the juicy part. Oh boy, we're about to get to some juicy part. Y'all ready? So now what happens is this. If you don't tote the line of black conservatives, they'll send their Negroes after you, okay? And I want to talk about the black conservatives here. Hold on, guys. This chicken dinner, y'all see? Y'all see him? This is the overseer, Brandon Tatum. Everybody at this table are black male conservatives. You see, Turning Point USA can't fool people like me. There's not, let me just say this, there's not that many female black conservatives as it is. There's not that many. But since black men at this table, all of them are emasculated, they're castrated. They have been, their balls have been taken. And they all in love with Candace. Therefore, Candace used them as her guard dogs, as her entourage to attack anybody who steps out of line. Because you have to ask yourself, well, if the black community is a matriarchy, what's with all these men? And don't get me wrong, I don't agree that the black community should be a matriarchy. That's another video for another time. I don't believe that black women should be running the black community. Okay, that's why it's fucked up now. But that's another time. That's another video for another time. But what I'm saying is that all of these guys, and I'll go to my website tomorrow. I'll have the picture up and give you the names. Everybody was like, "Well, there's too many there's too many to name right here." But I will say this is I thought the Hoteps don't join anything that deals with white people. I mean, Turning Point USA is owned by Master Charlie. So I'm surprised to see a Hotep there. I thought Hoteps don't fuck like that. Oh, that's right, hypocrisy. I forgot about that. It's different when the white man give you lots of money, white's money. So Brandon Tatum is a former cop, okay? And you would think that he, out of all people, would want to have a discussion with me, but he's a crooked cop. And I called it, come for me, baby. Come on. The way you behave right now, Brandon, I know you watching right now. I'm sure you got paid off to do a lot of dirty stuff. I bet my freaking house you did. Because there's no way you can sign up for this fuckery and just be okay with it. Unless you were paid handsomely. And you talk shit about me, but you won't come on my show to have a civilized discussion. I can talk with anyone that I don't like and have a civil discussion. I've done it plenty of times, but you stay away from me. Why? Because you know I'll expose you. You know I'll ask you the right questions. So they send this people like him after me, and they send this Negro after me to put me in my place. This is what the Republican plantation is all about. This is the Republican plantation. When me as a black woman disagree with what Master Charlie says and his head wench Candace Owens is saying, they send the big dogs after me. But I'm 6'3", baby. You think you gonna scare me? Jokes. You ain't gonna do nothing to me. So let me show you something. I guess, hold on. Listen, Mr. Crackerwan, shut up. I'm not even gonna read your tweet. Hugh Flung Poo said, "Hey everyone, not looking for a pity party, but I'm feeling pretty ill. Nothing serious, just serious enough to ask this. Prayers or well wishes would be appreciated. Thank everyone. Oh, and Candace sucks. Just ask Charlie." Thank you, Hugh Flung Poo. I hope you feel better. Well wishes. Okay. So no, you can't intimidate me. I don't know why people think I'm scary. I'm not 5'2". I'm 6'3". You can't scare me, baby. And as you can see, I don't look frail. So this is what the white conservatives do? They tell, or shall I say, head Master Charlie tells them to go out there into the black community, get into the black Google Hangouts, and try to recruit the black people to come to this side. We need to get the black vote. I don't know why y'all want the black vote. It's not like the black vote got Trump in office in the first place. But it's a status symbol. It's a status symbol. Do you understand? The left and the right, the Democrats and the Republicans, the liberals and the conservatives use black people to one-up each other. You got Team Red and Team Blue, and black people are the football that each team used to score points on one another. And I'm calling this shit out. I'm done with it. So then they sent them out there to debate against black people, to sit up here and tell how you need to get off the Democratic plantation. It's the same old shit over and over again. Get off the Democratic plantation. Black unemployment is down. The KKK was started by the Democrats. Segregation was enforced by Democratic politicians. Blah, blah, blah. That is not how you get blacks to fucking to come on your side. But they feel like if they bully blacks and beat up blacks and go and attack them, that they would surrender in submission of weakness to come to this plantation, the Republican conservative plantation. That's not how it goes. But let me tell you something about this particular, I love the fact about this particular hangout. Brandon Tatum told O'Shea, don't you ever allow that tree of logic in this stream while me and Anthony B. Logan are here. Did you know that, guys? Did you know that? I'm supposed to be a conservative. At that time, I was a conservative, but I wasn't the one that was agreeing with his stop cursing, with him. I wasn't agreeing with his ideology and what he was trying to do. And black folks, listen to me. I stayed in my lane. You guys call me a coon, call me a mammy, call me, okay, I'm all that. I be that. I be that. I be that. I be that. But I stayed in my lane. I didn't come for you. When they told me to, I didn't. I said, that's not my fight. I have no need to attack them. Why? You attack them. But they're cowards. They're cowards. They call me all kinds of names, but you never see me come over there and attack you. You never see me join in on join in on your Google Hangouts to preach about the powers of conservatism and how you need to get off the Democratic side and come to the conservative Republican side. You never see me do that, but they done it. And I was told to, and Brandon Tatum, just like an overseer, made sure that whenever he was around blacks and in which is rare, is very rare, because this is a bitch-made Negro, okay? Bitch-made. He will never one-on-one have a discussion. We can have 5 fucking moderators and he will wimp out. He ain't got no balls. You tell him, well, I know he's going to find out, but you make sure you tell him I said it. Just in case he didn't know. No, as soon as the stream is over, go tell him. So if I am a right winger, then why are you as another right winger preventing me to come into a chat? Oh, because I will tear up your narrative. I will show you guys what you're trying to do to black folks. So then he sends his other one. This one is a debate between Robert Perkins and Anthony. So you see how it is. This is what they do. Okay, this is them. They want to send you. They send these people over here to try to recruit you on behalf of massa. Okay. And if you want to see really a big embarrassment right here, you know what I'm saying? I thought I had this one already. Oh, this is a different one. This is a different. This was a different one. And then him and Roland Martin, but Roland tore that ass up. Roland was like, pow! Made him look like doo-doo. But I want to show you something. I want to show you something that you will never see me do to you black folks. You can call me all kind of coons, and I don't care. Like, you can call me all kind of coons. But let me show you something. This is something you will never see me do to you. Watch this. I want to make sure. Okay, here we go.
Focus on their past and shouting about.
Hold on. Sorry. Hold on. I got to get rid of this. Now, here we go. This is something you will never see me do.
Slavery and black people that are focused on their futures. Okay, that's really what it comes down to. Okay. I can guarantee you what you're seeing happening is victim mentality versus victor mentality. And
That's
I promise
great, by
you,
the way.
the
I love
people
that.
here are
Isn't
going
that
to
great?
win.
I love that.
I will never get in front of black people with Massa Charlie or any white conservative and humiliate and degrade my people in front of them. And look at how Charlie Kirk is praising Candace. Look at it. I'm going to play it again. And I got another one too. I'm going to play it again. This is why they like Candace. She humiliates you, black folks. I would never do that to you. I don't care if we don't get along. I would never do this to you.
And the news is that what is happening right now in the black community, you're going to hear it in this room first. There is an ideological civil war happening. Black people that are focused on their past and shouting about slavery, and black people that are focused on their futures. Okay, that's really what it comes down to. Okay. I can guarantee you what you're seeing happening is victim mentality versus victor mentality. And
That's
I promise
great, by
you,
the way.
the
That's great, by the way, Candace. That's great. You're such a good Negro. Good girl. Good girl. I'm gonna give you that nice vanilla stick tonight, Candace. I'm gonna give it to you all 3 inches, Candace. Oh yeah, you're gonna be a good girl. Good girl. This is why they hate me. Do you see how loud I am, how aggressive I am? They want me to also do this to you, black people. And I said no. I catch it from both sides. I catch it from the left and I catch it from the right. And it's like the black people who they want me to attack call me all kind of coons and bitches and no, not bitches, excuse me, that's wrong. Bed wenches and mammies, and then you got the white conservatives saying, look, gorilla, you do what we tell you to do, girl, or we're never going to stand by your side. We need to get the blacks off the Democratic plantation. Watch it one more time. I got another flick. I got another one. Watch it again. Watch it again. Watch him. Watch she talk down upon you, black people. She's talking down upon you in front of this white man. And he's patting her on the fucking head like, good girl, like an attack dog. Let me calm down.
news is that what is happening right now in the black community, you're going to hear it in this room first. There's an ideological civil war happening. Black people that are focused on their past and shouting about slavery, and black people that are focused on their futures. Okay, that's really what it comes down to. Okay. I can guarantee you what you're seeing happening is victim mentality versus victor mentality. And
That's
I promise
great, by
you,
the way.
the
I
people
love that.
here are
Isn't
going
that
to
great?
win.
I love that.
I love that. I love that. This is the reason why she's my head wench. I love that. Candace ain't never been in no fucking black community. She's not from the black community. She has never dealt with, she's not even engaged to. Listen, I was telling people, I was like, listen, Candace has never even dated a black man. She has never laid down with, all her mates have been white. And then when black men got mad at me, the Negro slaves at Turning Point USA, you know, that Negro League, they was like, you just jealous. And then when she got engaged to the billionaire son of a Tory over there in UK, okay, he's white, of course, but he's an elite white. Homegirl married up. Congratulations, Candace. If y'all want to see those pictures, ask me. I'll show it to you later. She has no connection to us, but because she's a white version of a black woman that they can control, that they can use, this is why she's a good asset to us, okay, to them. So check this out. So here we go with another one, right? Watch this. Oh, shit. Hold on, guys.
We're oppressed. 400 years of slavery, Jim Crow, which, by the way, none of you guys lived through. Your grandparents did, and it's embarrassing that you utilize
Watch
their
Charlie.
history. You utilize their history, and you come in here with more emotion than they ever had when they were living through it. More emotion than they ever had when they were living through it. It's embarrassing. You're not living through anything right now. You're overly privileged Americans. It's what's going on right now. Over here shouting.
Damn.
I want to say some more. I'm not done. Over here shouting and booing the officers.
Okay, let's play that again. Okay, hold on. I want you to watch Charlie Kirk. Watch how he reacts when she really gets at black folks. Watch this.
I don't know why people like being oppressed. It's the weirdest thing I've ever heard. I love
you
oppression.
see that?
I've ever heard. I love oppression.
What type of black woman would do this to her people? Like I said, black folks in the black community, we don't get along, but I would never do this to you. I would never do this to you. I would never do this to you. I don't care how many times you call me a coon. I would never do this to you. And you talking about buck dancing, that in itself is, what's that? I call that the goddamn coon hustle. That's what I call it. One more time. Let's look at it one more time.
People like being oppressed. It's the weirdest thing I've ever heard. I love oppression. I love oppression.
What makes a white man stick out his tongue as she is humiliating other blacks? What makes him get a hard on after that? I'm asking a serious question. What type of person would find this and get excited and cheer? I'll tell you, racists. That's who would do this. And now you see why they like Candace so much. And this is why they hate me so much. Because I won't do this to you. I won't do this to black people. I won't sit beside Master Charlie or any master or ma'am on the conservative plantation and talk down upon you. Even in my video, go check. Even in my video, what is the Democratic plantation? I said, at the end, I said, even if you present all this evidence to black people, they're still going to do their thing. They're not going to leave it alone. They're not going to leave. And I keep telling people over and over again, leave them alone. Leave them alone. They didn't ask you to save them. They didn't ask you. They forget about the heifer trying to get me killed with her dachshund sight. They forget she called me a crackhead because I grew up poor. And I've got footage of that. You guys saw that. She really, really is an awful person. And now she glorified Hitler and, okay, let me be fair. She said Hitler was making Germany great again. Or great, not again. He was making great. And then when she said, so now when I like, oh, he was making great. So now the white nationalists are on her side. Candace. Candace. Last time, now remember, she's talking to black people like this. I don't make videos attacking black people. I never have, never will. I've never done that. I never did a video telling myself, listen up, you dumb niggas. I never, this is my first time actually addressing black people because I am done with the conservative plantation. I'm so done. I'm strictly independent. And what happened to that video, they had no idea that was pissing me off. Pissing me off is the worst thing you could do, but the best thing that could happen to me. And she does this a lot. She does this on Twitter. She does this in her seminar. She does this everywhere she goes. She attacked blacks for white people, for the white races. This is what I'm telling you. Everybody, all the white people who support her are the racists. If you want to know who they are, that's who they are. This is what they want her to do to you. And if me and Sonny or any other black woman will not do this to you, then we get the rope around the neck. We're the ones who get cyber lynched. Last time, just look at this shit.
I don't know why people like being oppressed. It's the weirdest thing I've ever heard. I love oppression. I love oppression. We're oppressed. 400 years of slavery, Jim Crow, which, by the way, none of you guys lived through. Your grandparents did. And it's embarrassing that you utilize their history. You utilize their history, and you come in here with more emotion than they ever had when they were living through it. More emotion than they ever had when they were living through it. It's embarrassing. You're not living through anything right now. You're overly privileged Americans. It's what's going on right now. Over here shouting.
Damn! Good girl, good girl. Oh, you're a good girl. Oh, that's a good Candace. Oh, I love this Negro here.
You're overly privileged Americans. It's what's going on right now. Over here shouting, and I want to say some more. I'm not done. Over here shouting and booing the officers.
Okay. So, I told you I was coming with some fire. So let me show you who this brother is right here. Okay. This is Dr. Common Sense. Dr. Common Sense, like Sonny, like myself, like there's several of us. We're not the only ones, but we're very small, like probably count on one hand how many of us. Dr. Common Sense, this brother's a Christian. Unlike me, I'm not a Christian, I'm a heathen. This brother, he uses profanity, and he used to do videos based upon what he wanted to talk about. And he refused to take orders from white conservatives who try to dictate to him, you need to go attack that black person over there on the black Democratic side. Dr. Common Sense, like, I'm not your slave. You need to talk more about how the blacks over there are just not understanding that KKK was started by the Democrats and segregation was promoted by the Democrats. He wasn't putting up with it. So this is the worst thing about being a black conservative on the Republican conservative plantation. If you don't do what white people tell you to do, then when something happens to you, they don't come and help you. They don't come save you. His audience, just like my audience, is nothing like Candace's audience. Candace got temporarily suspended for 2 hours, and then Jack Dorsey came back and apologized to her. Said, sorry, Candace, we didn't mean to suspend your account. It was an algorithm problem. Do you think I got an apology from Jack Dorsey for being suspended from Twitter, permanent ban? Do you think Jack Dorsey has, I'm getting angry. Do you think Jack Dorsey apologized to me when I was permabanned for saying that David Duke is a racist grandpa? Yes, I got suspended. And do you think any of the white conservatives on the conservative Republican plantation defended me and came to my rescue? No, that's the punishment. That's the punishment here. You don't do what Master tell tell you to do. When something happens to you, you on your own. So shit, if I'm on my own, I might as well be independent. And this is what happened to Dr. Common Sense. He wouldn't do what Massa told him to do, and when they took his channel, there was no outrage mob. Let something happen to fucking Candace. Actually, that did happen. When Candace was suspended, was temporarily suspended for 2 hours. She had a 2-hour Twitter jail time that Jack Dorsey unlocked and reinstalled her account, saying you can use it again and apologize. But during that 2 hours, Paul Joseph Watson made a video about her. Ben Shapiro caped for her. I can go on down the list. Every white populist YouTuber who's a conservative or a Republican came to her aid in the hundreds of thousands. Let me just say that again. In the hundreds of thousands came to her rescue. But the Doctor of Common Sense had his entire channel deleted. And the masses and the mams on the conservative Republican plantation was like, when I got permabanned from Twitter for calling David Duke a racist ass grandpa, did you think I got an outrage mob? Mm-mm. Why? Because we are the wrong type of Negroes. They're trying to teach us a lesson. Well, if you go attack the blacks that we want you to attack, we would have came to your rescue. If you would have said those talking points we gave you a script to, we would have saved you. And now, nobody, there was no outrage mob. White people didn't, hashtag not all. Dr. Common Sense has a white following, so do I. And like I said, it's if you want to know who is real cool, who don't look at color, and actually a lot of white people who love us, they grew up poor too. They grew up poor. I don't got no privileged motherfucker liking me. I'm too uncouth. And privileged white people don't like Doc either. Let me see if some okay. Hi. Oh, Master Chef Mike said, "Hey taters." He's like, "Hey everybody." All right, we about to wrap it up. Oh shoot, man, I don't want to go over 2 hours, guys. So, hold on. Make sure I'm not. Oh, hold on. Gotta go do this. So let me just show you the real racism here. This is, I hate Ann Coulter. Everybody know I don't like that heifer. I can't stand Ann Coulter. But maybe it's because she's blonde and blue-eyed that she's allowed to have privilege of saying her own thing and not getting lynched by the mega cult. But Ann Coulter said that President Trump is the biggest wimp ever to serve president. That's harsh. Now, I couldn't make a video like this because as a black woman, I'm not allowed to talk against President Trump. I'm not allowed that. And when I told you guys that in my first video, the video I did on Candace saying stupid shit and like, you know, Hitler was great until he decided to go global. Okay? When I said that I am not allowed to say things, but Ann Coulter or anybody white is allowed to criticize Trump. I'm not. Why? Because I'm black. I must worship and praise the Emperor God, President Donald Trump. I can't criticize him. I can't sit up here and make a video about, you know, the bump stock ban was the dumbest thing ever. How could you do that as a Republican president? The prison reform. Remember, I'm a right winger. I'm not on your side. I'm not on the side of the liberals. I thought that prison reform bill was a dumbass thing, but that was pandering to black folks. And let me ask you something, black people. What is more important, prison reform, or school reform? You put prison reform over school reform? Really? Really? But when Ann says these things, they don't attack her. They don't come for her neck. The alt-right just loves her because she doesn't like them Jews. She hates the Jews. She don't like Jews, honey. So she's a goddess in their eyes. She could never say anything wrong. But let me say something. Look. When I when I go against the grain, this is what happens. I'm lynched. I'm cyber lynched. We need to teach this Negro who's the boss here on the conservative plantation. But she can say anything she wants. I can't. So, okay, great. I'm actually, oh, cool. I can take some questions now, but let me just say this final thing here. Okay. Last thing, because at least people can't say that this entire video was about Candace. It wasn't. Now I can actually get to talk about Candace. I'm not even going to talk about it much. Okay. Pull up the chat. Make sure I see you guys. Hold on, guys. Okay, here's the thing. Candace was supposed to be, she's such a hypocrite. She says that nobody cares about celebrities, but she cares about Kanye West and Kim Kardashian. She tells blacks to not use the race card, but that bitch used the race card every day. White people and their Negro slaves tell me that the reason why they like Candace is because she's helping the black community and saving them from the Democrats, and that she is turning back the mind, the white lies. These are white lies. That she is doing powerful, empowering things for black people to help them wake up and come to the Republican plantation. And I go, citation needed. I said all last year, 2018, I said, black folks don't like Candace. You don't know, you're just jealous. She's gonna wake up the black community. She's gonna get the black vote. Because of shit like this, because of Omarosa, because of Joy Villa, because of Kanye West, do you know that the black approval rating for Trump is now? Do you want to know? It's at 6%. It has dropped. Trump's approval rating with the black, because if you notice, white people don't quote those statistics to you anymore, right? Because it's not in their favor. At first, it was like, oh, Trump has 22% approval rating, which was a lie. That was I did a video on how they lied about that. It was no 22 approval rating amongst the black community. They were lying. But let's just pretend it was. Okay? They constantly was making videos and then telling black people the black community approves Trump by 22%. Well, now it's at 6%. Is at 6%. Now what? How was effective was Candace? And she lied on Kanye West and said that he designed that ugly ass logo. She got on Twitter and said she didn't do it. And then she's like, okay, I did do it. I'm so sorry. And now y'all still support her ass? That's so awesome. Continue to do it now. She is the, okay, I got to say this heifer's name correctly. Alexandria. Fuck it. Allie, I'm not going to even try. I'm not even going to try to say that bitch name right. Alexandria Kotex. Allie Kotex. She is the AOC. The left has Alexandria and the right has Candace. There we go. Two dumbass heifers on different sides of the platform. Alexandria is not a transsexual. Y'all stop spreading that. What is the matrix? Stop spreading that lie. She's not a transsexual, guys. Y'all just want her. Listen, we'll get into that in a minute. Whatever. So here's my question, and then I'm gonna go to the Streamlabs, and then I'm gonna take questions, and we're gonna shut it down at 9 o'clock. I mean at 10 o'clock. Here's my question. Omarosa, Candace Owens, Joy Villa, Kanye West, you all glorify these people regardless of how black people felt. You thought arrogantly to tell them who they're going to follow. And now President Trump's approval rating amongst the black community has dropped to 6%. It might even be lower than that. And so here's my question. What's the purpose of Candace again? Because all you guys keep saying is she's here to help the black people. Black people don't like her. What's the reply to that? There is no reply. The truth is, you say this lie that Candace is here to help the black community. That's the lie you said and you keep saying. But the truth is, Candace is your attack dog. Candace is your virtue signaling trophy. Candace is your microphone to spew your conservative talking points. Candace is your cash cow. And Candace is used to keep other people like me and Sonny and everybody else who disagrees with you and her in line. Black people, don't come to this shit. I'm telling you, the Coon, I'm telling you as a Coon, I'll accept that fucking title. Y'all can give it to me. I don't give a fuck. Because it don't hurt my feelings. You cannot hurt my feelings. I get called worse shit by white folks on the Republican conservative plantation. I'm telling you, you don't want to leave the fuckery from the left to the right. Like I said, at least you get to be black. At least you get to say what you want to say. At least you get to have your own thoughts. At least you could be your own person. And you don't have to... You worry about white people on the left attacking you. They attack me nonstop. And I get it from both sides. I get it from the mega cult and I get it from the racist ass white supremacists. And I also get it from the Negro slaves like Anthony B. Logan, Brandon Tatum, everybody's part of the Turning Point USA Negro League. I get it from everybody, and it's going to take a couple of months for them to realize that I'm independent and I am no longer associated with them and their fuckery. I am independent. And here's my plea to other independents. There's a lot of blacks who experience what I have experienced. Let's talk. Let's heal. Let's express what we went through. And then once we heal, let's just unite with everybody. There's no more identity politics with this shit. Let's get away from that shit. After we heal amongst ourselves, then let's just invite whites, Asians, Puerto Ricans, and everybody. We can just invite everybody. We just have a nice melting pot. No more saving the blacks from the Democratic plantation. Fuck with the whites with the Republican plantation. There's no more plantations. We are free people. Sorry, getting emotions. We're free. We are free to do what we want to do. If we have a problem with each other, we shouldn't have to get the fucking hate brigade to try to cyber lynch each other. We are independent. We have our... And take a piece of water. Hold on a second. freaking makeup. Excuse me. I didn't mean to be crying in here, man. Seriously. Oh. Anyway, we are free. We are free. We should be able to love one another, have healthy discussions without being called names, without being attacked, without being told to follow the script, to use these talking points. We should be able to disagree with each other respectfully without being told to cape for this team, to cheer for this team. We should be able to be ourselves and have a dialogue. We should be able to be ours. And it's the only way you can do this, black people. Don't fuck with either party. Don't fuck with either one of them. Don't fuck with the Democrats. Don't fuck with the Republicans. Don't fuck with the liberals. And don't fuck with the conservatives. Go independent. We can be so big and powerful amongst ourselves if we could just be together, of all races, of all of all religions. We could just have ourselves together, a fucking melting pot, and then we could just sit there and say, you're gonna have to please us all, and no more catering to individual people. Because let me tell you, people who love identity politics, they're gonna stay within the parties. The blacks who want to be catered to because they're black, based on massa, are going to cater to either the Republican or the Democrats or the conservatives or the liberals. But wait a minute, no, not just blacks. I mean, hell, they bringing all the identity politics to the right. The gay for Trump, the trans for Trump, the Hispanics for Trump, the women for Trump, the blacks for all this shit coming over on that was on the Republicans' conservative side. We could just be independent. We are not in any individual groups. We're just independent. We can have a dialogue. Contact me on treeoflogic.com. First of all, like I said, before we mix with all other races, we have to heal those of us, because listen, I'm just saying this as a black woman, black period, right? You can't deal with the blacks on the left because you're a coon. You got to, you say you cape it because you like Trump. You know what I'm saying? You a mammy, you a coon, you're Uncle Tom, you're all these other things. You can't have individual thought. Now, if you on the Republican and the conservatives, if you don't attack the blacks, if you don't speak conservative talking points, and if you criticize Trump for any reason, they will cyber lynch you. But if you're independent, you can do what the hell you want. You can say what you want because you ain't part of no team. So blacks, I'll have a Google Hangout. We'll have it on this channel. Let's talk. Let's share our experience. Do it for me. I need the healing. I do. Honey, I got some welt marks on my back from these fucking goddamn Negro slaves and their fucking inbred white supremacist bastards here on the Republican plantation. I mean, they have fucked me up to the point where I'm like, I'm done. Contact me. treeoflogic.com. Go to treeoflogic.com. Send me a message. Would love to have a dialogue with you. If you are not associated with any party, you can even not agree with the fact of my stance. Like say, for instance, I thought signing the First Step Act was a dumb idea. I am against it. And you could be for it. We can have a dialogue about it. And I'm not trying to bring you to the Republican side and you're not trying to bring me to a Democratic side. You know why? Because we don't belong to either. And once we heal amongst each other, then we can start having a nice dialogue with everyone else. It ain't going to take that long. The wounds are not that deep. I just need one good Google Hangout. If you're down, holla at me. treeoflogic.com. Go to the contact page. Send me a message. Let's talk. black first. I need black folks that have experienced what I've experienced to just contact me. Let's talk, and then let's just open it up to everyone else after we heal, after just being just abused on both sides. Just talk together and heal, and then, because how can I have a functional relationship with anybody else if I still hold resentment for what's been done to me on the conservative side? So contact me there. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and read. Master Chef Mike says, don't worry, Tree. We the real taters will forever stand by your side. Yeah, I told you that. The white people who support me, it ain't that many of y'all, but y'all are ride or die. Y'all are not looking for me to spew any conservative talking points. You're not looking for me to go attack other blacks on your behalf. We're just having fun, and I love you guys. And I'm surprised I have a good amount of blacks who follow me too. And I think because they're independent and go through the same thing. They're just looking for a home. They're looking someplace where they can belong without being told that you're supposed to talk this way, act this way, dress this way. And don't forget, you need a better weave because this one is unkept. This is my real hair, dumbasses. All right, let me look at the chat. Oh, wow. I only have 7 more minutes. So spread the message, guys. What I'm going to do. Oh. Katie did. Katie did. I did exactly the way Pea Shooter told me to do it. And it did. This is my girl. See, just saying. I have good people. I have good white people who love me and care about me. And it's not all about my color. It's about who I am and my character. That's how it's supposed to be on the Republican side. It's not about your black vote. It's about who you are as a person. My character. Yeah, I do. K Rose, do you meet in public and do public talk? It depends on the situations. I have actually done some lectures, but there were some conditions that needed to be met to protect my safety. And I'm still, until I move, I am still, incognito. So that's that. I love you guys back too. You can be a rainbow unicorn if you want. Thank you, Camilla. Camilla is complimenting me on my locks. Thank you. Sending you big hugs. Okay. I'm so glad we got the chat in slow motion. All right, guys. Hold on. Did I miss? Hold on. Ooh, sorry. Okay. One more thing though. Hold on. Before I go, I got to do this. Right? Hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna have a. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna have a. One moment. Come on, guys. Oh shit. I'm gonna. Hold on. I want to show y'all something. Because I want to congratulate her. Okay, here we go. So check this out, right? I am very happy this girl married up. She got her a rich white man. Yay! Candace, I hope your rich white man takes care of you so you can fuck off. Nobody is more happy for this engagement than me. Because you are a money-hungry bitch. You attack black people. You humiliate black people, and you are an embarrassment for black people. But you don't consider yourself black, do you, girl? You consider yourself Caribbean. Because you're not a descendant of any African slaves that were brought here to this country. So you can't even relate to us. Your grandfather immigrated here and then had anchor babies here, which are your parents. That's how your ass got here, and all of y'all are privileged. You're privileged as fuck. So I'm so glad to see a rich black woman who grew up very privileged get married to a rich white man. This guy was George Farmer. George Farmer. He is the son of a very rich politician from the Tories. I don't understand those politicians over there in the UK. But I sincerely hope you two have a wonderful life together. Go ahead and get married. Have a lot of babies and fuck off. Just do if you really are a conservative, you would have lots of babies and just fuck off forever. But you won't, and neither will I, bitch. So may the best woman win. I lost my chat. Where my chat at? There we go. Come on, y'all. Yeah, I know she. All right, guys. I'm looking at the chat. We got 2 more minutes before I shut it down. If you got something to say to me, it's best that you put it in highlights so I can see it, even though I slowed down the thing. Here's something. Giggity says she went Republican because there is no money to be made being a Democrat unless you are a politician. Exactly. There's no money to be made. If black folks, if you want to make a lot of money, get a mega hat, make sure it's red, get a camera and talk about how the KKK was funded by the Democrats, how the Democrats were the ones that started segregation. Okay. To do all those conservative talking points, and then glorify Candace, and you will make all those white monies. I love saying it like that. White folks' monies. How did I do as a moderator? I didn't even pay attention to the chat 90% of the time, Nestor. I guess Steven or Freedom Work would tell me. I love you too, Liberty Cat. Keep being tree and keep branching. Thank you, Myra. Hey Tree, seriously, Tree, can you re-add me to the Discord? Yeah, yes, I will. ZLV. I thought you had the. We'll talk. But yeah, absolutely. I didn't know you were not in there. I want to thank all my moderators, Steven, Nestor, Randall. Is Freedom Work here? You guys can still wear your mega hat. I'm just not wearing the red one ever again. You will never see me put that red mega hat on my head ever again. Okay? I don't want to look like the people there's people I hate who's wearing that same hat. People who I don't have any respect for wearing that same hat. I have a black mega hat. Did you know that? Okay, sorry guys. He was like, dude, take Candace off. Okay, I'm sorry. Shit. Well, okay, we'll go to Ann Coulter ass. Look, there we go. All right, 1 more minute. I'm about to shut it down. 1 more minute. 1 more minute, and I'm gonna shut it down. I'm changing my name to No More Identity Politics, so watch out for me. Oh! Thank you for warning me, strong black woman. Listen, thank you for warning me. Because when people change their names, I don't know who they are. You got to remind me that who you are. I get you, girl. Tree needs to interview Sonny. I do need to interview Sonny, and I will. But I'm not on Twitter anymore. So can somebody send me an email with her email account on there or something? I'm not on Twitter. So, I mean, me and Sonny hooked up. When I was on her show, we hooked up because I was on Twitter. Remember, I called David Botox Duke a racist grandpa, and Twitter permabanned me. A black woman was permanently banned for going after a Klansman. Let that sink into your head. K. Rose, here's the thing with Trump. If we don't get the funding for the wall, I'm not going to vote at all. He has up until 2020 to get the funding for the wall, and I'm not going to vote. Oh no, sweetie, I'm sorry. Paul Joseph Watson is a bitch made motherfucker. He is a bitch. This Paul Joseph Watson made a video criticizing and actually attacking Candace for her doxing site. But then when Candace's rich father put money into his pocket, he's her biggest cheerleader. Fuck Paul Joseph Watson. A lot of people that you guys like from the conservative side, I don't like them. That's the reason why I definitely need to go get independent. I don't like these people. I don't like them. You guys like them, that's fine, but I don't like them. JBB, if he doesn't give the funding, boo, I'm not caving. What I'm saying is, if he doesn't get that 5.7 billion funding, okay, because we about to go into another shutdown. If he doesn't get that funding, I'm not going to vote. I'm going to stay at home. Probably make me some pancakes or something. I'm not going to vote. I'm not going to stand in that line and vote. I'm sorry. I'm just not. I'm very angry about that First Step Act bill being signed. And I'm very angry about the Bump Stock Act. I'm so angry about that. That's a slippery slope if I've seen one. That's such a slippery slope. Why would I think he made history. I think he's the first Republican to actually put a ban on gun control. Actually to implement a gun control bill and signed it. So I'm not a liberal. Just because I'm going independent, I'm still a right winger. Y'all know me. It's just that I can't be part of any parties. I just can't. And I support Trump. If we don't get that funding, I'm not going to vote for him. That's just it. Now, this is what makes people, the cult, the mega cult mad. I don't care if they're mad, but this is what makes them angry. You should vote for him regardless, nigger. Don't make us whip you, nigger. You're going to vote for him regardless if we get the wall funding. Fuck you. I love pancakes. Exactly. Trump made his whole campaign about the wall. After 2 years, he still has not, actually 3 years. He was going 3 years. TikTok Trump, you halfway done. Better hurry up. We didn't get the wall funding when we had the House of Representatives and the Senate, and now the Democrats have the House. How do you? I really would like to see how it's going to work out now. And I was against, regardless of how much I hate Ann Coulter, I do agree, caving on the government shutdown. It's a dumb move. You should have kept it up. But look, Ann Coulter can tell it, but apparently I can't say it. I mean, I'm just, it's like, it's, here go Lil Sweet says, what's funny is Israel already started on wall number 2 and Trump can't even get wall number 1. Did I put a diaper on Charlie Kirk? I don't deal with Master Charlie. Shaquita deals with Master Charlie. The UN has a website on worldwide immigration. The UN has no power, really. It has as much as power as you give it to it. Give it. You should never really care what the UN. You guys really should never care what the UN thinks. He said no more war, but talking about going into Iran. Oh, this is new stuff y'all telling me. All right, guys, I'm going to log down. I'm going to log off. I'm not going to tell you, Liberty Cat. Okay, guys. Hold on. Any more? Okay. All right, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and log off. Let me tell you what's going to happen. Let me put up the chat as I'm saying this. Let me tell you what's going to happen. What's going to happen is this. As soon as I log off, I'm going to put the video in private. I'm going to put the video in private so that it can process, and then I'll release it tomorrow. I'll release it tomorrow. And hopefully all of the racists would have unsubscribed, because this now is no longer a right-wingers conservative channel. This is an independence channel. I'm independent. And I'm really not even active on this channel. That's the thing. This is not even my really channel. I'm not really it doesn't matter. We'll talk about this later. So then you guys can see it. So yeah. And I know we started off real bad in the beginning. Okay. No, Tree of Logic, not Logic Tree, treeoflogic.com. I know it started off real rough with people calling me all kinds of racial epithets. It was real bumpy in the beginning, but it seemed like we got rid of all of the white supremacists and the racists and the cults of the mega cult members. And now it's just me and my taters. So I appreciate my mods for doing that. So I'll release it once it finished processing. And then once that's done, then, whatever. If you have a problem with me, fuck off, unsubscribe. From now on, listen, guys, if you don't like a video I do, just thumbs it down. I don't care about the thumbs down thing. I just don't care. I like to use this shit to show you whatever. But those of you who are independent, and please spread the word too. If you know any other blacks who are independent and would like to join me in a nice hangout where we can just vibe and talk and just heal, where we can just have a conversation, let them know by telling them to contact me. Send them this video. Also send it to the blacks, the ones who like to call me a coon, because I'm going to rename this video. Tales from Confessions of a Coon Confessions from the Republican Plantation. Something like that. And it's going to be Coon Confessions. I like that. Confessions of a Coon on the Republican Plantation, whatever like that. I'm going to do that. And then I want you guys to share this video so they know how to deal with it. They understand it. This is a sham. This is a sham. People don't give a fuck about blacks over there on the left. They don't care. They just want your vote. So, and if you are independent, let me know so we can talk, and then I can get my sanity back. So I ain't got to be associated with nobody's team. And I ain't got to hear no fucking white person talking about something. Stop punching left. No, stop punching right. I'm really so far right. I'm actually punching left. So it's like, that's why I'm thinking like, wait, stop punching right. We need to work together. You and Candace always are black and we don't have that many blacks. So you need to work together. I hope this was the big bridge that made you motherfuckers say fuck Tria Logic forever. I am not Liz K. Rhodes. Shh, it's okay, sweetie. The blacks on the left call me a coon because I support Trump. They call me a coon. So I'm going to embrace the name, okay? So that they can watch this video and use it to attack the racist white conservatives who keep using those talking points to try to swing their vote on their side. Fuck that. So don't worry about it. I don't consider myself any of these things. I'm just playing along. Well, I said fuck it, but not in that way. Okay, I love you. Lola, I'm gonna get off. I love you all. Thank you so much, Taters, for being there with me. I guess I'll see the rest of you guys tomorrow at 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, okay? Remember, tomorrow at 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right? See y'all for the Treehouse News. Everybody else, thank you so much for tuning in. And you all enjoy the rest of your Sunday, okay? Later, Taters.